know, where are you at with White Hart Lane and the new stadium?
Yeah.
Love? Yeah, it's a really positive response, the new stadium. I mean, it is epic when you look at other Premier League grounds across the country. But what's the atmosphere like on a match day?
I mean, I do like the new stadium. I don't think it is as good as one. But as a fan, there's all the amenities are better. But there's some. I thought White Hart Lane was great. I think it was a perfect size for a football stadium. It's tight, especially if you sat down near the sidelines. It just felt intimate, and when it was loud, it was so loud. I thought, as a new one, I know with that when it's full, it can get really loud. But I always think it's just a bit too much space. I don't really want beers filling up from the bottom. I don't know why. just annoying. I just find that annoying. All right.
Carl, you sound fun at a party.
Yeah. Basically, I want to die, and I just want old school beer.
Yeah, literally, that's all we need. But just a quick show of hands. White Hart Lane. 1.
Really?
2. Only 2. You're in a minority there, I'm afraid.
No,
so the new stadium.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. What is so good about it, sir? What do you love?
Just love the atmosphere. I just think it's a fantastic experience going on at the match day. I really enjoy it. Yeah.
You feel close to the pitch as well, like when they're training beforehand. It's amazing. They go right up to clap, and you feel literally like you're next to them.
I love that.
I think the sound and the lighting in there, like obviously this is coming from my perspective as well, but I will say it's unbelievable. The light show before there is nothing like any other stadium that I've ever seen. I think it's unreal, like the way it all. I think if you next go there, you'll notice it now. But before, you just kind of think, oh, like, this is great.
Yeah.
But
first time I went,
like
the light show, the first time I saw it was like a little kid. But I loved it. But
And you were like, no.
All right.
Now he's like, I just
I'm
want to have
I'm
familiar
sold.
surroundings.
It's really interesting because as a player, the amount of times I played at White Hart Lane when I weren't playing for Spurs, and the players that I played with always said White Hart Lane was one of their favourite grounds.
Really?
Yeah. Really, really did. It was one of those iconic grounds that all players love playing at.
Didn't someone once call it 3-point lane?
Read the room, mate.
I know, that was probably the worst thing to say for the whole load of Spurs fans, wasn't it? But hey-ho. Favourite players for you guys, like favourite era players, anything like that you want to pick out?
I mean, it's probably. I always think I always treat football in eras. Like you always remember the players that were there when you first got into it. When you sort of became conscious. Like I remember sort of weird players like Vinny Samways and people like that. I always loved those sort of like Paul Walsh. And obviously there was great players like Gascoigne and that. But and then the next year actually, I was mid to late teens. Probably was like when David Ginola. There was some amazing Darren Anderton, just amazing players. And then obviously the next era I think was when we got the sort of new wave of your Harrys and Gareth Bale. We've had like proper world class players like Modric, Berbatov. I'd put in that group. I loved watching Berbatov play. So I think every era's got its players that just get right in there. And I also quite like the players that sort of are quite funny, even if they're not good. I was sad to see Emerson Royal go, just because I liked him. I liked his Instagram content.
He
was cool. Yeah.
So what era are we in now with Spurs?
I think we're in a cooler era. I think Romero is quite cool. Van der Ven. We've got Van der Ven fans in here, don't we? Come on. Yeah, when he's on the pitch. I don't know. And also, for me, I'm a Sonny super fan.
Yeah.
So, he's been such a servant, hasn't he?
Yeah. So for the Asian community, I think that he's made things very cool. Like, again, this is a crossover of my worlds, but that picture of him and Peggy Gou was sent me off the charts at the Fashion Awards. I was like, this is unbelievable. Mum and Dad are before us. Mum and son. There we go.
Well, I think he's made it accessible, hasn't he?
Yeah.
For fans.
Yeah.
And he's just so 100% Spurs. You can ask any more of him.
Jess, I think your friend Christina is in the audience. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very good. I believe that you have a question.
I do. Hi, Jess.
Hello.
Time no see.
I was going to say, at least it's not through a screen this time.
I know, it's a lot better like that.
Last word on Spurs crew.
That is it.
There's a few of us here, yeah.
So my question to you is, what would you prioritise this season? Europa League or top 4?
Oh, this is a big debate on the podcast as well. Who can I ask?
Of course you can.
Who's Europa League?
I go Europa League.
Who's top 4? Okay.
Europa League is a fave.
We need to win something. We need to win
Yeah.
something. I think that's. We just. You can't be like trying to shoot beyond that before we've even got anything else.
So you
I
think
just think Europa League is
more realistic?
the current aim. If we get higher than that, then
Did someone just
great.
say the League Cup?
Yeah, League Cup.
Would you take a League Cup?
But
Anything?
Cup's a cup.
But I feel Europa should be the main priority.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a competition that I feel at this stage that Tottenham should be doing well at. And I'm 33 years old. We've got an amazing stadium. I need to see some silverware now. And I'm so bored of the comments that we get, you know, of all the trophy
Oh, they're not going to
comments.
stop.
But it's true. But, you know, I just feel like it needs to happen now. We've seen this whole progress at our club now with, you know, the stadium, the training facility. Now show it on the pitch. I want something, you know, I want a trophy now. It's a priority for me, 100%.
Who could trouble you for the Europa League, in your opinion?
Anyone at the minute. Come on, let's not get carried
Do
away.
you want to flick a coin up?
No, but I feel like the teams in the Europa League, they are winnable games on your day. When Tottenham are on it, it's good.
Well, when they're on it, they beat anyone. Yeah. We know that. That's what we're talking about. We know we beat anyone on our day.
Watch the City game.
We need to have more of our days.
Yeah.
We need to have more of those days.
Yeah. All right, so you're taking Europa League, I think
Yeah,
is what we are
I'm
saying.
going Europa League, personally.
Although, should we mention Tamworth? Yeah.
It's a tough game. That's a tough one.
Yeah, what are we thinking about the FA Cup? Zanj put a bit of pressure on himself when he said, I always win a trophy in my second season.
I mean, it wasn't the
As a Tottenham
wisest.
fan, what did you feel when he said that? Although, do you think your squad is too thin to be able to compete in all
To
these?
be clear, he said that because in the past he's always got a trophy in his second season.
True, I appreciate the context, but the press won't care about that.
No,
They'll just
they
take the
don't.
quote and say, well, you said that.
This is true.
And it'll come back to haunt him.
When
I know.
he said it, I just held my head. What you done? What you done? Because our press will not let that go. I don't care where you go, what time it is. That'll always come back to haunt him if he doesn't do it.
All right, so what do you need to bolster this squad? Would you ever go back?
You see my knees, mate. My knees won't allow me to go back. You know, what do we need? I think we need another striker, for sure.
There's one at Bayern Munich that looks good.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. Yeah, he looks very good, doesn't he? But yeah, I think you just need more goals, don't you?